Parish family, this is Father Panteleimon offering a little video reflection on a topic that's should be near and dear to all of us, and that is the topic of retaining our young people in the church. A while back, the Office of Youth and Young Adult Ministry of the Archdiocese had put out this document entitled Exodus from Orthodoxy, with the subtitle, Are Young People Leaving the Church and What Can We Do About It? And over the last 3 little video reflections, I have been kind of working our way through some findings that were presented in the document from the National Study of Youth and Religion. And basically the findings were things that kind of commonalities that the study found among young people who stayed in the church. And we've talked about these before. There were 3 things, basically. One is that the faith was practiced in the home, presumably by mom and dad. Secondly, that the young person had someone else in their life, another adult, who was not family, but was serious about their faith. And this was someone that the young person knew and influenced them. And then lastly, that the young person had a sort of a spiritual experience of their own, which sort of independently affirmed their faith. In the last 3 videos, we talked about point number 1, that the faith was practiced at home. Today, I actually just want to make 2 observations about point number 2, which is that the young person had another non-family member adult in their life who was serious about their faith. And the points I want to make are really simply just 2 things. One is that why is this important? And I think the reason that it's important to have sort of a non-family member in your life who is serious about the faith is that it really, very simply, it affirms the experience you have at home, right? So for many people, that's a priest. Sometimes it's a Sunday school teacher. Sometimes it's a neighbor. Sometimes it's just a friend of the family. But ultimately, the purpose or the role of that person is to basically say, hey, look, hopefully the faith is being practiced at home, right? But a lot of times young people, they sort of discount what happens at home. Maybe mom and dad are just weird or oddballs, and so I can't really trust them. But if someone who isn't a family member is also faithful and also taking this seriously, then hey, that sort of is an independent affirmation of what my parents are doing. Maybe this is real. Maybe this is true. And so I think that's really what is accomplished by this second point. The second thing I would say is that this is something anyone can be, right? The first one, obviously, you have to be in a family. Either you have to be a child or you have to be a parent. But this one, there's nobody that can't be another person in the life of a young person who is serious about their faith, right? I mean, really all it requires is 2 things. It requires us to be serious about our faith, which we're going to talk about in my next video. And it requires us to live in the life of a young person, to sort of find someone in the church or maybe multiple people in the church and sort of invest in them, right? That's really that's the content of this second point, is that we are serious about our faith and we have a young person that isn't related to us who we are sort of investing in. And so these are really critical things. And I think it's exciting and encouraging because any of us can do this, right? This is open to anybody. There's nobody that's excluded from possibly having this role in the church. And so I'll close with that. And I pray that we will sort of hear what's been said. And I pray that we will do 2 things, right? One is we will make sure that we are among the people who are taking our faith seriously. And secondly, that we will maybe find a young person who we can sort of invest in the life of the church and sort of be that independent validator of the truth of our Christian faith. So that's it, and have a beautiful day. Thank you.